Hello, I'm Jeffari from 8 Skies Consulting. This is continuation of chart of accounts. We have done part 1 of chart of accounts from our first lesson. So this is the second lesson. So in order to go to the chart of accounts, you click on settings, and once you click on settings, you will have your chart of accounts here. So you click on the chart of accounts, as you can see. Now, our chart of accounts has got two sides. We have already explained this one in the prior lesson. Right hand side, these are the accounts which are belonging to the profit and loss, and left hand side, these are the accounts which are belonging to the balance sheet. Going back to our question, we will continue creating these accounts. So let's go ahead and create transportation cost. So I click on a new account. One thing to remember is you need to be sure of the type of the account which you are creating, because there are those accounts which are belonging to profit and loss statement, and there are those accounts which are belonging to balance sheet. Now, transportation cost is an expense account, so this belongs to profit and loss. So I will click a new account which is on the right hand side, not this new account here. So I click a new account, and then on the name of the account I write transportation cost. This account belongs to administration cost according to the question. This is the question, that transportation cost will belong to administration expenses. So I create. We have another account which is accounting fees, which also belongs to administration expenses. So I go back to the chart of accounts, and then we have accounting fees somewhere. Yep, I'm not saying accounting fees. So I'm creating a new account here. I hit new account, and then I'm taking accounting and audit fees. This is again under administration costs. So I create it. Going back to our question, we have another group here which is called bank charge. Remember, a group is like a parent, and account here, this is column for groups, this is column for accounts. So I'm going to create a group which is called finance cost. So I create new group. I hit new group. The group name is finance cost. This is group under expenses, and then I create it. After creating finance cost group, and then the question needs us to create bank charges and as an account, and bank charge account will be under finance cost. Okay, going back to our accounting system, before you create an account, you have to inspect your chart of account. Now, if you have that account already, you don't need to create it, you just need to edit it. So I'm not seeing bank charges here, so I will have to create an account which is called bank charge. So I click in your account, and then I create an account which is called bank charges, which is under finance cost, and then I create it. Then there is a new group which is called payroll expenses. This is a new group. So I'm going to create another group which is payroll expenses. This group is under expenses. After that, we have about 1, 2, 3, 4 accounts which are under payroll expenses. So I have already created a parent which is payroll expenses. Then I'm going to create account which is called basic salary. Basic salary will be under payroll expenses. So I hit new account. This is basic salary under payroll expenses. I create and add another account is allowances. This is under payroll expenses again. I create and add another account is NSSF under payroll expenses again. I create and add another, and finally we have SDL, which is also under payroll expenses. I create. I have another group here which is payroll liabilities, so I have to create payroll liabilities. Now this is important to remember. This is a liability account. According to the question, this is liability account. So liabilities are sitting on the balance sheet. So I will create a new group under balance sheet. So I hit new group on the balance sheet. Then I create this group which is called payroll liabilities. This is under liabilities. So I create that one. Then we have NSSF payable, which is account under payroll liabilities. So I create a new account. Remember, NSSF payable is a liability account, so it belongs to the balance sheet, not P&L. So I hit new account. NSSF payable under payroll liabilities. I create and add another. I add SDL payable. This is another account. This is under payroll liabilities again. We have pay as you earn. Which is under payroll liabilities. So I'll create that one. So when we look at the chart of accounts, we have payroll liabilities, but I think that we have created them twice. So I'm going just to delete one pair so that we can remain with only one account here. So we have two NSSF payable here, so I'm going to delete it. I don't know what happened. We created two accounts, so we're going to delete one of the accounts so that we can remain with only one account. It's easy. If you want to delete account, you just click on the edit part, and then you'll have an option to delete, as you can see here. And SDL as well, we have two accounts here, so I'm going to delete SDL. And then this payroll liability, which is group, also we have two payroll liabilities as a group. So again, I'm going to delete one of the group here. So we're good. As you can see, we have a group which is called the payroll liabilities. Under payroll liabilities, we have NSSF payable, pay as you earn, and SDL payable. Our question continues. We have other accounts remaining here. Let's go and register all these accounts here. But now we have another group here which is called cost of sales. So I'm going to create a group which is called cost of sales. Again, cost of sales is not balance sheet group, it is profit and loss group. So I'm going to create a new group on the profit and loss side. So I create cost of sales under expenses as usual, and then I create it. Then now I can go ahead and create this account here which is called soda purchases. So it is an account, soda purchases, under profit and loss. Soda purchases will be under cost of sales according to our question here. soda purchases, this account here is under this